Well, the scale of the tragedy in Lac-Mégantic, Quebec continues to grow. Police have now confirmed that they have recovered 2 more bodies. That puts the number of people killed in the disaster at 5. And investigators are expecting even more fatalities. It's now been confirmed that about 40 people are missing. Police are still waiting for the go-ahead to inspect the worst-hit area.
We're not even on the scene. We only have a small portion of the scene that we can go inside. Of course, we have the firefighters are still over there with some fires going on. And for security reasons, we only have the areas that have been cleared by the authorities that we can go in.
Workers are continuing to douse the rail cars, but the scene was very different early yesterday morning. That's when a runaway train carrying crude oil jumped the tracks and exploded. The blasts demolished most of the communities downtown. And today there are still questions about what caused the train to barrel into town in the dead of night. Willy Lowry is in Lac-Mégantic, and he joins us now with the latest. Willy, what more information did we get from the update?
Well, one of the things that has happened in the last few hours is that authorities have shrunken the security perimeter surrounding the accident site in the heart of Lac-Mégantic. So just behind me, you can actually see that this is, in fact, the new perimeter, significantly closer than the original one. We're now only about maybe 550 meters away from where the accident occurred. And as you can see, there are a lot of people here trying to catch a glimpse of the source of their anguish, of their pain. And another thing that happened is that the mayor of this town told people that the drinking water is in fact safe to drink, though she says there is still a boil water advisory out. She asked citizens to boil water for at least 5 minutes before drinking it, though she says she would be very surprised. She says it would be virtually impossible for the drinking water to be contaminated, so that is good news. Now, of course, as you mentioned, that the Sûreté de Québec has given us an estimate. It says it believes that at least 40 people are close to, maybe more, maybe less. 40 people are still unaccounted for, and they're concerned that that number may rise.
Quite a few people have gathered there beyond the perimeter behind you, Willy. I know you've been talking to people. What are they saying at this point in the community?
Well, at this point, it's still concern and anxiety about trying to find loved ones. That's really front and center. That's what everybody's thinking about. There's even a list that citizens have put together, a website called supportlacmegantic.com, where there's a list of people who have yet to be accounted for, as well as a list of people who were unaccounted for and then found. And if someone has been found, they can click their name, or a family member can click their name, and then they'll go into the found list. But unfortunately, I just checked that list right before speaking to you, and it is still very long, at least more than 100 names on the missing side.
Yeah, so much anxiety out there. Willy, what can we expect now in the next couple of hours?
Well, Prime Minister Stephen Harper is expected to be here in just a few minutes. He will be doing a photo op up at the SQ headquarters just up the street. And then at around 4:20, he will actually be speaking. He'll be speaking at the school where people who have been displaced, forced out of their homes because of this tragic accident, are staying, and he'll be talking to them, and as well as talking to the media.